All right. Thought I'd do an update now that we are in this near term, could be a potential buy area. I am not in it currently, but I thought I would go over the markets with you today. We're going to go over the USD prices only on these cryptos for Coinbase. And I just want to give you a look at see what I'm thinking and where we could be nearing a buying opportunity, or we'll just continue holding cash depending on how the market reacts coming up. Okay, so let's see. Bitcoin, BTC USD on the 1 day for Coinbase. What I'm going to do is add in the watermark so you can have reference to it while we're doing this. Okay. We've been, after the sell-off, we started, looked like it formed a bottom here and started pushing to the upside. One thing I want to note is that we left a bearish pointer here. The bearish pointer is significant on the daily, and when you go into the weekly, it's significant there also. Not really a good sign. This to me is saying on the weekly chart today, hey, we could be going lower. Let's go to the monthly, and monthly chart says, hey, we could be going lower. Monthly looks bad. So your daily, your weekly, and your monthly charts are all screaming that we're going to go lower. Now, if I start from the month and work my way backward on Bitcoin, you had right here on this volume candle, I'm just talking about this is a theory that I have, and I like it because it works really good, and I'll just express it with you. You had, at this point, bullishness absolutely took over. So we were bullish, bullish, bullish. Bears took over. Bear, bear. Bulls took over. Bulls are still in charge. Bears took over right here. So on this one, bears have taken over. And so bears are taking over the market with your volume only. Okay, so right here on this candle, bears took over with volume. Now let's move in on the weekly chart and check that out. Kind of blow it up a little bit here. And in fact, maybe if I hide some stuff, that might make it easier. Okay, so what's been happening here? We had bears take over right here at this month, which was February. This week of February 24th. Bears took over. They were in charge, fully in charge on this one. And what we've had ever since is the bulls are here, but they're not taking over. So this is still a down market according to volume. Okay, let's jump into the daily and see where we're at with that. Daily, it looks like bulls are in charge right now currently. And I'm going to show you this. There you go. Okay, so this is your daily chart of Bitcoin. Let's go over it from the sell-off. So the sell-off came in. You had a big red candle. You had bears in control from this one here, right there. You had bears, 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 bears. Now keep in mind I'm looking down here. Bears are still in control. Big bear, right? Now big bull comes in. So this candle right here on the daily chart said that bulls are now in charge. We had a bearish day, but bulls are still in charge. Bulls are showing they're still in charge here. Then bears said they're in charge. Then bulls. So you had a lot of switching going on here, which is okay. You can get switching back and forth. But right here was a bull day. And it went bull, 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 bear day. Bears are in charge. And then bulls came in again and took over on this one because this one. And bulls are all in charge. And now we have a small bull day. Okay. Small bull days worry me. You can see down here with the volume. Small bullish volume worries me because what it allows for is if we get a sell-off tomorrow and volume goes just a little bit higher than the top of this one, then bears will be in control and they will exploit that and push you to the downside. Now, it could just be wanting to take a break. This is the other side of the coin. It could just be wanting to take a break today, and then we'll get another big bull candle and after this. So it could do that. But I think that if we've had bull momentum since here all the way up, this bull momentum could be broken tomorrow with a downtrend. Now, I say this could be the top of the market because this could end up being a Fu Manchu right here. If I circle this, you're looking at a possible Fu Manchu right there where you'll start getting sell off. Okay. That's another thing. The other thing too is the market loves to come back and retest the 50 and then go bearish again. So we had a massive sell-off. Market comes up, and this blue line is the 50-day moving average. And there we are. Boom. We're right in it. So we had, we overtook the 50, which to me, anything above the 50 is a time to get in. I'm excited about that, but I haven't entered yet. I want to see confirmation of it. This candle here pushed up a little higher, it pushed up a little higher and then it came back down and finished lower. And now today we're finishing out a Fu Manchu. So these are transition areas, in my opinion. They can get steamrolled by the bulls. They can push to the upside, but yeah, they are. If it goes down lower, then you'll confirm the Fu Manchu, and then the trend going down will continue. Okay, so Bitcoin on the daily. We said on the monthly, the weekly, and the daily all had bearish pointers, meaning we're going lower. We're going to go back down lower. Okay. Weekly and monthly said volume indicates that bears are in control, meaning we're going to go down. Only the daily looked good for this bounce, just the daily. All right, now just looking now only at daily, we're going to go over the rest of these charts one by one and kind of see where we're at with levels. So Bitcoin USD, let me just pull in a Fibonacci real quick. Mr. Fibonacci, there you go, right there. Okay, so we did get a bounce from our high from our low to above the 50% line. Okay, now I like this area to turn around at. It could go maybe a little higher. Let's see. Our last big bounce was, let's see, was it this one? I can't remember. There it is right there. We did get to the 618. So it's chances of us going higher than the 618 are pretty low, and we got to like a 5.5. So this is good. This was a good topping pattern. I like this area to turn around at. I don't anticipate it going all the way to the 200. It's possible we can get a repeat of a 618, but I don't think so. Okay. Now this one doesn't count as a bounce because the 9 never crossed the 20. Okay, so I think this is adding up on the Bitcoin USD daily as a top. The trend is still up. Volume is still up. You can see that here. If I just move this Fu Manchu out of the way, you can see that volume is this line right here. Volume is still positive, and there are buyers, but it's starting to flatten out. Let's move this back over here to highlight our Fu Manchu, and we'll leave it there. This line right here of support was drawn in with the 4-hour chart. So if you go into a 4-hour chart, I don't normally look at these, but I'm looking at a close here, and this line hopefully will hold for the bulls. But if this line is broken, then bears, if you see a red day come down and then another red day break this, it's really over. It's going to come down again. Okay, let's that's it for Bitcoin. I think we're in a topping pattern. That's my thoughts on that. I know it's kind of long-winded, but sometimes that's exactly what we need, is to go through it one by one. LTC USD, I'm skipping over the Bitcoin charts, remember, just USD prices only. Okay, so we got out on this candle here, boom, should have been roughly around the 9 with a stop, and we've been out ever since, not really concerned about this, and now we're getting to that 50% line, the 50 EMA, exponential moving average, where I'm into maybe looking at this and saying, hey, this thing could be a possible buy. Now let's look at this real quick. First of all, RSI is given hidden bearish divergence, and also right now, as of right now, bears are in control with this candle here. So bears are in control. Let me zoom. Your volume is saying that your bears are in control right here. Okay. So, bears are in control, but that could change tomorrow with a higher than this one. Okay. What else? The good news is we have lift here from the parabolic SAR, which is good. And we are at the 50, and I know that price action likes to run up to the 50 and then come back down, and it can do that multiple times. Sometimes it will cross above it, it'll look real bullish, and then it'll come, maybe live 4 or 5 days above 50 and then come back down. That's possible too, and those are real fake outs, so we have to be careful. Now with this new trading strategy that I've implemented with the 50 EMA, it's really good because it keeps you out of a lot of fake outs. So for instance, when you're going along here, let's go back in time on Litecoin. If I'd been trading with this strategy, I would have exited here, and I wouldn't have bought here and then sold, and I wouldn't have bought here and then sold, and I wouldn't have bought here and then sold. Buy, sell, buy, sell. There's a few other buy, sell, right? There's a lot of trades in here that would not have been very profitable. Maybe none of them at all. Some of them I could have lost. A lot of them I could have lost out on. So what we have here is, if we follow that 50-day instead, as it's trending down, we get a possible, let's wait and see, next day crash. Good, we didn't get in it. Wicked up, doesn't count. Wicks up, don't count. Got up, wait and see, and we're out. We're out right here. So if you're buying and selling on the 9 that we talk about, you might say, okay, this is a good time to enter. You actually don't enter until it touches the 9. There you go. Boom, you get in it right there, and then it rolls over. Boom, now you got to get out. So you're out on this one. So that's kind of a flush trade. Okay, so ideally, that's how you would play it. You'd have been out this whole time. You would have started playing in here as you saw things starting to consolidate. We did get in premature for my new trade moves. This would have been a better entry point, buying right there on the 9 and then running up with these. Yeah, things are going to be changing quite a bit with the way I move forward with those trades. Now that means for sure you're not going to get the bottom, but it's still okay. Let's look at Litecoin, LTC USD on the 1 day for Coinbase. hidden bearish divergence. Bears in control. We're hitting resistance at the 50. Things could turn around here. If it closes lower, we could be, even if it closed just the way it looks, it could be a Fu Manchu possible turnaround area. Yeah, not too good. Okay, ETH USD. Let's check that one out. Bears are in control. And we are getting positive lift from the parabolic SAR, which looks good. But again, that could come down to meet it. Hidden bearish divergence. If I... Let's see. Yeah, it's probably going to come down to meet this, actually. This is the 200-day EMA. Looks like it's getting rejection here. We're getting a Fu Manchu. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I would stay out of that. Tezos USD could actually punch higher, I think. I think we might go as high as top of the Kumo cloud here, or even just to the Kumo cloud also. It's very possible. Just kind of the way things are still set up, things are still looking very bullish, means it wants to push a little higher. If I pull this out and we just measure how high we've gone, we're currently at a 382. Now our last one was, let's see, how high did we bounce? We got to a 5.5. If we come down this low, we could just go to the 5. So the 5 would actually just be to the top of the Kumo cloud. So yeah, I was thinking that it's possible. We could reach up here. This could be a target area. Yeah, I would say let's push that right there. That's a possible target area right there. We could go right up to the yellow or the red line, red arrow. Okay, Tezos USD, we are still more bullish than the other ones. Bitcoin Cash USD got a real big bull day here. This is nice. This is wanting to, kind of scream breakout here. I don't like that the bears are pushing this down. We are near that 50, so it could actually get rejection here, possibly. And we have we're suffering from a hidden bearish divergence right here. It can push higher and then sell off. I've seen it do that a bunch of times with these divergences, hidden or not. Yeah, we're pushing on the top of the Bollinger Band here, which is actually pretty bullish, and I do like that. We're especially above the 20. I like that too. So, yeah, things look positive here, but it remains to be seen if we can punch above that 50, and we will see. I remain pretty neutral on this, and I wouldn't enter this yet. Absolutely not. Ethereum Classic USD. This is rolling down. We're still below the 50. It's a no trade. XRP USD. Bulls are in control too, by the way, with volume. And we did get a hidden bearish divergence. So this could be the top, and then it could roll over. XRP USD. Possible Fu Manchu here. Bears are in control with volume. Hidden bearish divergence here also. This looks very bearish to me, not neutral, but bearish. EOS USD is at 270, and we're below the 50-day EMA. With volume, bulls are in control for now, but could be printing a Fu Manchu here, which would be a topping pattern to roll over. Dash USD just got the 200 EMA in here. Bears are in control, so we may be getting rejection here. Bears are in control of volume. We also have hidden bearish divergence on RSI, and not good. We could be rolling back over, and we'll test support here. Stellar Lumens USD could be printing the Fu Manchu also. Bulls are still in control. And yeah, this one looks more neutral than the other ones. OXT Orchid is flat, still a sell. Atom USD, sorry, is 238, and that's still a sell. Link USD is pushing on through, which is really good, and actually Link looks more bullish than all the other ones, and is now above the 50, which is good. What do we have for a bounce? We don't have a bounce recorded, so Link could be giving us our first bounce at this point, which is very interesting. Let's look at these. If Link's given us our first bounce, you could be looking at targets at the 618, 702, 786, somewhere around here. So yeah, it could come up as high as the parabolic SAR, stop and reverse, and it could flip back over at that point. That would give us a peak or maybe a wick above the Kumo cloud. Okay. Yeah, this actually looks the most bullish so far. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Rep USD. Rep is still a sell. Bears are in control here on this candle. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but we have falling volume. It doesn't look good. 0x USD is still below the 50, and bears are in control. And also to Algo USD. Algo is still below the 50. It's not a buy. And KNC USD is it needs a 50. It doesn't have a 50 yet, so we need more data to come in here. But bulls are in control here, and RSI looks strong, so we could be working our way up here and then rolling back down. But it's still not a buy yet. I would like to not trade this until the 50-day moving average comes in, which should be in about 8 days. Yeah, about 7 days now. Cool. Okay. So yeah, that's KNC, and I think that's about it. Market cap doesn't really matter to me. I mean, total market cap is 204 billion. It is kind of coming up here a little bit, but we're suffering from possibly, we could get a turnaround here. It's possible. Total 2 market cap is coming up a little bit, and Bitcoin is at 65.21. Bitcoin dominance is falling. It broke support. I can pull this off. I'll leave it there. Others dominance is been climbing a little bit, not much, but just barely. So back to Bitcoin. I would watch this possible Fu Manchu play out. Just be careful here. This is where the market could just absolutely turn right around. So getting in at this point is really nerve-wracking. We have been in a no trade zone for me up until this point, so it's been pretty easy to just sit back and watch this. Yeah, I guess that's it for today, guys. God bless you. Hope your trades are going well, and I will see you in the group. I'm out of here. See ya. Let's see if I remember how to turn this off. See ya.